Okay, we're back with Disney 100 Advent Calendar Storybook Collection. Let's have a look inside. Okay, so we are looking for book number 10. When you see it, let me know. Give me a Oh, wow. Yeah, that was quick. Well done. Let's see what book we've got. From Disney Encanto, Mystery in the Rainforest. The Madrigal family are preparing for a big family event, but strange things are happening in their village. With the help of his animal friends, the youngest member of the Madrigals, Antonio, embarks on an adventure to unlock the mystery in the rainforest. The Madrigals were a family with magical gifts. They lived in a wondrous place called an Encanto. The Encanto included a village and their magical house, Casita. Peppa Madrigal had the gift of controlling the weather with her emotions, and today the weather around her was unpredictable. Peppa's daughter Dolores, who had the gift of hearing everything, had just got engaged. Every time Peppa thought about the wedding reception, her mood switched instantly from happy to worried. Mi amor, I know you're nervous about our daughter's big day, said her husband Felix, but everything will be perfect. You'll see. That's the problem, complained Peppa. I wish I could see it, but I can't predict the future. That gave their son Camillo an idea. Well, Tito Bruno can, said Camillo, who had the power to shapeshift. He snapped his fingers and changed his youthful face and red curly hair to look just like his uncle's. Bruno reluctantly agreed to help Peppa peek into the future of her family's anticipated event. Everyone gathered around him, but Bruno's vision didn't show a big party or the design of Dolores's wedding dress. The vision showed the Encanto looking gloomy and sad, with fallen trees, withered leaves, and parched soil. Abuela Amal, the monarch of the Madrigal family, was worried. She asked Bruno if he knew what was happening. He responded with one last detail: a beautiful Flor de Mayo orchid. Abuela decided that they should go to the village. Maybe someone there knew what was happening. In town, they met with a few worried families. Sonora Osma hadn't been able to prepare her famous empanadas because there wasn't enough corn for the dough. And the Flores family's avocado tree had been without fruit for weeks. Then, when Maribel, Abuela's youngest granddaughter, and Antonio, Dolores's little brother, went to buy a green mango with lime and salt at a store, they were told that there were no mangoes or limes. Camillo and his friend were also disappointed when they couldn't get a refreshing coconut smoothie. What do you mean there's no plantain? Julieta, Maribel's mama, asked Don Osvaldo Orozco Ortez at the produce market. Back at Casita, Julieta continued complaining to Isabella, her eldest daughter, and Maribel's older sister, who was desperately trying to replace the withered flowers on all the balconies. The Madrigals called a family meeting to talk about the mysterious problem. We must find a solution, said Abuela. Louisa, Maribel's other older sister, suggested planting new trees and growing fresh produce, but Isabella told her she had already tried that in town. The plants, old or new, are barely surviving, she added. They needed to find the cause. I haven't heard the waterfalls in a few days, said Dolores, with her ear pointing towards the mountains. Antonio watched his family desperately thinking about how to help their beloved Encanto, when suddenly his friend Pico, a toucan, clattered in his ear. Antonio knew that the time had come to show them the power of his magical gift. I know what to do, Antonio said with excitement. I need to go to the rainforest. Kiki, going to the rainforest alone? Asked the Weller. Papito, I know you're very brave, but this is a big responsibility for a young man like you, she added. Everyone started talking about the baby of the family wanting to solve this huge mystery on his own until they heard a big roar. He won't do this alone. He has his animals, she said. Go, son, make your family prouder, Felix said, feeling hopeful, and everyone else agreed. Pico led the way into the rainforest, while Antonio and the others followed. Along the way, they saw lots of other animals who decided to join them. It wasn't long before they arrived at the edge of a dry river. The waterfall that fed into it was almost dry as well. Only a thin stream of water trickled down the wall of rocks onto the dry dirt. Chispy, a chiguro, caught Antonio's attention and gestured to a beautiful orchid. A hummingbird buzzed near Antonio and said, It's a floral de mayo, and it's still growing. There must be a reason. Antonio turned to Pico and the hummingbird. Can you fly up there and look around? Then come and tell me what you see. At the top of the rocks, the hummingbird got close to the flower. Drawn by its scent, the three birds were admiring the orchid's beauty when they finally saw it. A very large and heavy ceiba tree was blocking the river. The three birds immediately flew back down to tell Antonio. Without wasting a second, Antonio used his magical gift to call more animals. Together they came up with a plan to move the giant tree and unblock the waterfall. They worked as a team, moved the tree, and the water began to flow. We did it, said Antonio as he laughed and hugged his animal friends. He looked gratefully at the orchid because thanks to it, they were able to discover exactly where the problem was. Antonio and his animals returned to Casita. They shared the good news with the family and the entire community. Great job, Antonio. Everyone cheered. Now we can have a wedding, said Peppa. We're so proud of you, Maribel said. You helped your community with your magical gift, but also with courage and love, the gifts we all have within. I agree, Maribel. We all have love and courage in our hearts, and they are very special. If you like that story, then why not hit the like button? Tap the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you will be notified when a next video is added to this collection. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Buzz for now.